That was terrible.
That was crap. That was garbage. This place sucks.
Overreaction
Mondays.
Monday.
All right, Christopher, what do you have over there on a Tuesday?
Happy Tuesday. What's happening?
What up, G?
You know, I'm still thinking about Sunday Night Football, and I remember all the rumors last year about Sean Payton kind of getting back into the mix. The Chargers blew it, not backing up the Brinks truck for Sean Payton. Blew it.
By the way, that was my Najee Harris imitation right there.
You're gonna wait 10 seconds.
I just did.
Yeah.
Well, and I made a guttural noise. How do you disagree with this? How do you disagree with this? I imagine Sean Payton wouldn't have minded to stay put in Southern California.
I think that was the rumor, right?
And,
he preferred to
and coach up Justin Herbert, who's younger than Russ. I imagine.
And you kind of see the turnaround that
I don't
Russ has
know.
had the
Again,
last 5-6 weeks.
Guys, that Walmart money is
I
different.
clearly, I don't know.
Money's money, TJ.
This, like you put the
Ain't got as
Spanos
much.
family on a sodium pentothal, and hey, did you just not want to pay dead money, or didn't want to pay all that much money? Is it a combination of all things, or did you, or wait for it? I know this is crazy to a lot of people, but they just like Brandon Staley. And at a read of the locker room, and maybe Justin Herbert likes Brandon Staley. I don't know. As you know, there's
Sean
only an
Payton-
iceberg, and we only see the tip.
Sean
in
Payton
the
has the
NFL.
Chargers 8-3. Guess what? You're going to make all that money back with the full stadium.
If Denver makes the playoffs this year after starting 1-4 and giving up 70 points in falling to 0-3, while the Chargers miss the playoffs entirely and by a wide margin, that is going to be, maybe the coach's version of what's going on in Carolina with C.J. Stroud envy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it costs the coach a job. So that may be it. But I don't know how you could call this an overreaction right now. What else, Chris?
Yeah, something Ohio J, Mike. It's not Ohio Mike. It was Ohio J. Something
One of our
just-
callers.
Something he just said, and it hurts me to say this more than coming out. The Josh Dobbs carriage has turned into a pumpkin.
Oh, stop it. I even saw my buddy Sam Farmer say, he was tweeting out that the valet just pulled the pumpkin up or something like that. Something to that related. I saw that tweet.
I mean, even Kevin O'Connell said they're
I heard that.
Gonna look at everything.
Yeah, they're
maybe
gonna look at
big
everything.
Nick Mullins gets a start this week. It was fun while it lasted.
Jeez. 4 quarters will turn that around like that?
NFL, baby.
That was an ugly 4 quarters.
It was an ugly 4 quarters.
Not for long.
Oh, man.
It was pretty bad.
I'm calling this an overreaction.
And we love him. Obviously.
I'm calling this an overreaction.
I think it's over.
Or maybe just give him the bye week. See what's what. Give him the bye week. See what's up. Come on now. Let's go. Josh Dobbs. Astro Dobbs. We're not giving up on him just yet. And by the way, if, Brian Flores actually continues to blitz and keep Justin Fields sped up so Luke Getsy calls yet another behind the line of scrimmage bubble screen or whatever the hell they were calling, wide receiver screens, then maybe, they win this game and DJ Moore's not wide open down the field. And then Josh Dobbs is a winner, and they're 7-5, not 6-6. And we're talking about how gritty and gutty he was to actually find Hawkinson in the end zone and give him the lead. But that's not the case, is it?
That's not what
So
we're talking about
I'll call that
today.
an overreaction and ask you to move on, sir. How dare you even put me in this position?
All right, talking about the Bears, Rich, you just mentioned Justin Fields. Guess what? The Bears are going to keep the number 1 pick this time and take a franchise quarterback.
I want to talk about this a little bit later in the show when we have a little bit more runway, but this is an overreaction at this point in time. At this juncture, when the Bears have several more games left, I would say it wouldn't be an overreaction if you said the Bears are going to use the remaining games of this season as an audition for Justin Fields.
It's not reasonable reaction Tuesday.
I understand that.
Yeah.
So I will just call this an overreaction and see how Fields finishes up. Putting the ball on the ground twice last night
No bueno.
in back-to-back possessions in the second half. I mean, come on. But he also has an escapability that is uncommon, I think you could say. And he also is somebody who has a cannon for an arm if the offensive coordinator trusts him to do it. So I can't sit here and say that that's a given right now. I'll call that an overreaction at present. What else, Chris?
Rich?
Yes. Chris?
Sean McDermott, we like him. Member of the Bald Brotherhood.
He's out?
He's coaching the rest of this year for his job in 2024.
All right. I think that is true. I think that's true. I think the Bills make the playoffs. He's cool. He's good.
Yeah, you got to win a playoff game, right?
Do you really?
I mean, look, Artie Schottenheimer got fired after going 14-2.
Well,
nothing is guaranteed.
I got you. He's out of coordinators to switch.
He's out of Fall Guys.
Fall Guys. I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. Man, what a schedule they have, too.
Brutal.
Down the stretch. It ain't easy. It's kind of like the first 6 games the Jets had.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the Bills couldn't do what the Jets did, which is beat the Eagles. Still, one of the wildest results of the 2023 calendar year. That's still in the clubhouse, pal.
This game
that's still your clubhouse leader.
It's stupid.
And the one knocking on the door saying, I think we shot the same round, so we should be tied in clubhouse leader of strangest result of 2023 is the one win Bryce Young has is against C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
What else, Chris?
Whack. All right. One monster, huge game this week. 49ers-Eagles. Winner of that game is going to win the Super Bowl.
That's an overreaction. Come on, man. I thought you were going to say he's going to win the 1 seed.
No.
And even that would be a stretch because the Bills, could not do the Niners a favor and get the Niners within 1 game of the Eagles prior to this game.
The 49ers,
it's a 2-game lead the Eagles
healthy,
have.
100% health. We could argue the best team in the league. The Eagles, everyone, talking smack. Well, we didn't have Brock Purdy. That's why you beat us. Boom. They beat this team at full strength. Boom. Super Bowl.
I know what you're saying. I understand your theory here, but you do realize the 3-game losing streak for the 49ers may wind up costing them a home game against the Eagles in the playoffs. Basically, that 3-game losing streak may be, at the end, the root cause of why this is the first of 2 times San Francisco is going to try and beat Philadelphia in Philadelphia. They might, they'll need to win this game and maybe get help from Dallas the following week. Philadelphia has also a game at Seattle. Maybe the 12s figure out how to, help the Seahawks past the goal line in that one. But I feel the fact that they're 2 behind Philadelphia, even if they win this game, they're still going to have to go back to Philly in the playoffs and do it again. And then there's, the matter of the AFC, too. Okay. Overreaction. You got any more? What else?
Last one. I think maybe this guy should be the number 1 pick. Marvin Harrison Jr., he could show up on an NFL team this week. Boom. Play him on Sunday and be a top 10 receiver in the league.
For the rest of the year?
The rest of the year.
Wow.
Well, it would depend on the NFL team.
So it depends on the scheme, the quarterback?
Well, you put him on the Panthers, that's not true.
Oh, come on. He is the best player on the Panthers.
You put Marvin Harrison
How about on the
Jr.
Jets? How about you could call up Garrett Wilson and Garrett will give him an earful.
No. You put him on the Kansas City Chiefs right now? Yes.
He's the best player on any team. Top 10 receiver rest of the year.
Well, Michigan certainly defended him like that type of receiver. He said he's never seen coverage like that. And I'm sitting there home saying, why isn't Ohio State throwing more to him? And apparently the Michigan just was all over him. And he still had significant moments in that game.
He was getting his arm dragged out and caught a 40-yard bomb one-handed while falling to the ground.
He is spectacular. He is special. He is scary to defend and, root against for sure. But, if this happens, right, if he is a top 10 receiver in the NFL next year when he is coming to the NFL, again, that might make him Offensive Rookie of the Year, which would give us 3 straight Offensive Rookies of the Year in the NFL who lost their last game to Michigan. as Ohio State Buckeyes. So that'll be great.
I mean,
Rich, you didn't play in the game.
I'm not
you know
done.
That, right?
I'm not done dispensing fun facts.
you shouldn't be. You shouldn't.
More fun facts to come. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.